What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. I have a lot of interesting updates for you guys in this video, and the biggest update that I have for you that we're going to go over is we're going to determine if BlackRock actually did just purchase Bionano Genomics on Friday. So there are a lot of rumors circling around the internet right now if BlackRock actually made a purchase of Bionano Genomics yesterday. So we're going to go over exactly what that means for Bionano Genomics going forward and if they actually made that purchase yesterday. We're also going to go over some of the other news about Bionano Genomics coming out. They recently released their recordings from their next generation cytogenomics symposium. So we're going to go over some of the information that has come out of that and some of the new partnerships that they just have engaged in. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're never late on any one of these new videos and you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I'm using to trade them. So if we take a look at the chart of Bionano Genomics, we can see it's down about 1% over the past week. So basically, we had a really substantial run-up in share price. It fell a little bit, and we're seeing kind of a consolidation period around this $11 range. I think we could see a significant break above this range if we can continue to get good news about the Sapphire research. So if we go over and take a look at this page, this is marketbeat.com, and we're going to be taking a look at the institutional ownership tab of this page. If we come down a little bit further, we can actually see that they are reporting that BlackRock bought about $92,000 worth of BNGO on February 5th. So that looks pretty interesting. It's not a substantial position for BlackRock in any terms, but it is good to see BlackRock putting some money behind BNGO. But when you take a closer look into this, I believe that this is very incorrect. This is not an accurate representation of what BlackRock has done with their position in Bionano Genomics. If we go over to this other website that tracks the 13F filings of all of the big institutions, and the 13Fs basically show you exactly what these big institutions are buying and selling in their portfolios, we've actually talked about BlackRock's position in Bionano Genomics in some of my very early Bionano Genomics videos. And that's going to give us some key indications why this is actually incorrect, and BlackRock did not buy this amount of Bionano Genomics on Friday. So if we take a look over here, we can actually see all of the institutional ownership of Bionano Genomics. We can see if we come up here, Vanguard owns a pretty significant amount. And if we scroll down a little bit further, we can see that BlackRock owns this exact amount, and their reporting date was at the end of 2020. So BlackRock has had this position for a long time, and they haven't even filed their most recent 13F filing yet. So that information that we just saw on marketbeat.com is incorrect, and you guys don't need to be freaking out and getting too excited about BlackRock buying Bionano Genomics, because we have already covered this on this channel. So I just wanted to clear that up for you guys, that BlackRock did not actually make this purchase on Friday. That is incorrect on MarketBeat's website. So let's get into some of the other information that is more important in my opinion and could send Bionano Genomics stock going higher in the near future. So we recently got this update. Bionano Genomics announced that presentation recordings from its 5-day next generation cytogenomics symposium, which took place from January 11th to the 15th and featured 33 presentations by Sapphire users, are now available online on the company's website and its YouTube page. This event was by far the highest attended to date, with more than 15,500 session registrations and more than 6,400 session views from around the world. With the presentation recordings now available online, the impact of the event can continue to grow and expand awareness of Bionano Genomics and its Sapphire system for optical genome mapping. So basically, we saw this article come out about Bionano Genomics and their partnership with with Microsoft, and they are able to significantly reduce the compute cost for genetic disease analysis by more than 50% and compute time by 30%. That's absolutely amazing. If we take a look at this article in detail, Bionano Genomics announced the release of version 1.2 of its Compute on Demand cloud compute solution, which significantly reduces the cost and time to analyze structural variants in a human genome. This update is part of Bionano's continuous efforts to decrease time to results while reducing per sample cost to make Saphyr data available for every clinician and researcher that needs it. That's very important. Right now, the Saphyr is kind of in a research-only phase, but if they can get the Saphyr system out to as many clinicians and researchers as possible, we are going to see the valuation of Bionano Genomics go sky high just because of the amount of value that they are providing to society, which we are going to get into a little bit later in this video. But it is very important to keep this in mind that they have a partnership with Microsoft Azure. And if we come over to Microsoft's partner network website, we can actually see that Bionano Genomics is listed on this website. So identify gene variations that impact one's ability to fight the pandemic, to help researchers find new ways to combat the disease and identify those people who are most at risk. Bionano Genomics also just released a Saphyr study that covers exactly this. So if we come over here, we can see Bionano Genomics announced today, January 11th. So this is a little bit outdated, but something you need to keep in mind. Announced today the first publication from the Pandemic Host Genome Structural Variant Consortium. The study found that optical genome mapping with Bionano's Saphyr system identified structural variants that affect genes in pathways that control immune and inflammatory response, viral reproduction, and mucosal function. The authors believe these structural variants may provide key insights into the pathogenesis of the pandemic and outcomes in patients who become severely ill. So they are actually able to identify through genome analysis which individuals are more likely to come down with severe symptoms of this disease, which is an absolutely amazing thing to have, especially in the climate in the world right now. In addition to this study, we also got another study released that kind of strays away from the narrative that Bionano Genomics is only really able to help out with the pandemic treatments. If we come over here, we can actually see that they released an unbelievable study about cancer treatment. So Bionano Genomics announced today the publication of a study that measured DNA methylation, the chemical modification of the DNA that controls gene regulation of the various regions regulating cancer genes on single DNA molecules. The study, led by this doctor at Tel Aviv University, found that optical genome mapping with Bionano's Saphyr system, combined with a custom labeling method developed by the scientists, was capable of analyzing regulatory regions that work together to turn cancer genes on and off and cover distances of hundreds of thousands of base pairs. The ability to measure these relationships on single DNA molecules is something that was previously impossible. This just furthers how great Bionano Genomics is with their Saphyr product and how it is the only thing on the market today that is able to do things like this. This is going to help medical practitioners actually detect cancers earlier and actually come up with better treatment options that are tailored directly to individual patients, which is, in my opinion, an unbelievable advancement. So we also have ARK Invest showing some interest in Bionano Genomics, not only just through their analysts coming out and talking about optical genome mapping, which is something that Bionano Genomics does with their Saphyr system. We also got Bionano Genomics directly name dropped in ARK's Big Ideas PDF for 2021. So we see optical mapping, Bionano Genomics mentioned right here. We also see single cell biology, 10x Genomics. This company, ARK Invest, already owns. So if we can see ARK Invest start to pour some capital into Bionano Genomics over the next couple of quarters, we're going to see Bionano Genomics go absolutely crazy throughout 2021 and beyond if they keep up on the pace that they are on. So in general, I think that Bionano Genomics has a lot of potential for the long term. If we come over back to the chart, there was a slight dip this week of about 1%, and we're going to go over an options play that I have mentioned before, but it still could be a good idea to get into, and here is why. If we come over to the options chain, we are going to be looking at the August 2021 expiration date. So these contracts will expire August 20th. If we come over to these deep in the money contracts, these kind of give you more leverage with your position, and you actually kind of get to mimic controlling 100 shares of Bionano Genomics without actually buying the full amount of shares, and you kind of get to trade at a discount. So this position, if you were to buy this $2 strike, it would cost you about $920, and in order to break even on this trade, the share price of Bionano Genomics would only have to go to $11.20. So say you were able to get filled at this $9.20 mark. That is the last price that was traded on these contracts. You would actually have to add the $9.20 to this $2, and your break even would be $11.20. That is only 15 cents away from what Bionano Genomics is currently trading at. Now, usually I would like some more time on these contracts if we were to get some deep in the money plays, but it is something good to keep a lookout for if you don't have a lot of money to trade with, and you can actually mimic owning 100 shares of Bionano Genomics at a discounted price. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're notified every single time that I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.